Hi students. So this is the third lecture of differentiation. Here we start with differentiation of composite functions. So first we define what is a composite function. If y is a function of u, okay, and u is a function of x, so then we say y is a composite function of x. Y is a composite function of x. So basically how you interpret that y depends on u, right? U is a variable and u depends on x. Then you can say y indirectly depends on x. So y is a composite function of x. Now here the theorem of differentiation says if you want the derivative of y with respect to x, then you have to first differentiate y. You have to differentiate y with respect to u first and find dy by du. Then differentiate u with respect to x and find du by dx. And then your formula becomes dy by dx. Derivative of y with respect to x will be equal to derivative of y with respect to u into derivative of u with respect to x. So if y is a composite function of x, then the derivative of y with respect to x will be derivative of y with respect to u into derivative of u with respect to x. So here we have taken three variables where you have a chain of two functions. Y is a function of u and u is a function of x. Then dy by dx will be equal to dy by du into du by dx. Clear? This can be explained for any number of variables, and that forms a chain rule. So let's take an example now. Suppose y is equal to sin x. Y is a function that's sin x. Then everybody knows the derivative of sin x is cos x, right? So derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. Now if y is equal to sin u, where u is equal to log x, then here how do you find the derivative? So then you can say then dy by du will be equal to cos u, fine, and du by dx, so log x ka derivative is 1 by x, therefore dy by dx will be equal to dy by du into du by dx. So you can write the answer as cos of u. Now u is how much? U, log x. You can write the answer as cos of log x into 1 by x. Clear? So here we use that chain rule, but we can solve the sums directly if you understand the composite rule in this form. Or we'll take one more example first and then explain you. Suppose we have y is equal to tan of u is equal to e raised to v, okay, and v is equal to cos x. So here the rule becomes what? Dy by dx. Now here you can see y is a function of u is a function of v, and v is a function of x. So how do you form the chain here? You will be saying dy by dx will be equal to dy by du. Dy by dx will be equal to dy by du into du by dv into dv by dx. You want the derivative with respect to x here. Can you see that? So keep on multiplying by the derivative till you attain a function in x. This is called as chain rule. Okay, but we'll talk about this later. Let's solve this question first. So your answer should be dy by dx will be equals to tan of u. Now tan ka derivative, the derivative of tan will be sec square, so it becomes sec square u into derivative of u आएगा. U का derivative will be e raised to v, so e raised to v का derivative is e raised to v into derivative of v with respect to x. The derivative of cos x is equal to minus sin x. Clear? So your answer will be sec square u is e raised to v and v is cos x, so that'll become e raised to cos x into e raised to cos x into minus sin x. Clear? I have substituted the value of u and v in terms of x here. So if you solve the sums directly, then we understand this rule. Now this is very, very, very important. Please understand this. Make people understand this. And then no one will have any problem with derivatives. If you are making a mistake with composite function, then the later part of the chapter, you will be making mistakes everywhere. So you have to understand this rule in this method for solving the sums, which can be a faster method for your board exams as well as for the entrance exams also. So what I've written is, we have studied all the formulas in terms of x. Derivative of x raised to n, derivative of e raised to x, derivative of a raised to x, derivative of sin x, derivative of cos x. We used to write derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. Derivative of tan x is equal to sec square x, right? So if I say derivative of tan x, listen here now, derivative of tan x. Now tan x derivative is what? Sec square x. Clear? Now instead of x, suppose you have f of x. Then the answer becomes sec square f of x into you have to multiply by the derivative of f of x also. Clear? That was a composite rule. See, you have x की जगह पे f of x है, तो आंसर में भी x की जगह पे f of x रखना है and multiply by the derivative of f of x. You have to multiply by the derivative of f of x. So the rule says what? In all the above standard formulae, if we have what? If we have f of x instead of x, if we have f of x instead of x, then use the same formula in terms of f of x, and multiply by the derivative of f of x. This has to be remembered throughout the whole chapter and for the entire calculus. Clear? What I said is, in all the formulas, if we have f of x instead of x, then use the same formula in terms of f of x and multiply by the derivative of f of x. Now let's take an example here. I said derivative of tan x. What's the derivative of tan x? Tan x का derivative is sec square x, right? So I'll write derivative of tan x is equal to sec square x. So tan x है तो उसका derivative will be sec square x, right? What's the derivative of tan f of x? Now you have f of x here. So the answer becomes what? Sec square f of x into derivative of f of x also. Clear? So we better learn all the formulas again in terms of composite rule. I explain this again. In all the formulas you had x, but now in the sums instead of x you have 2x, you have 3x. If you have f of x, any function of x, then use the same formula in terms of f of x. Use the same formula. Tan का derivative sec square है, तो tan f of x का derivative will be sec square f of x. Use the same formula in terms of f of x and multiply by the derivative of f of x. Clear? Then you have to learn the composite formulas first and then solve the sums. You will be definitely more faster, more clear with every concept of derivative. So let's understand this rule now again. The first formula we wrote was derivative of x raised to n. है ना, यहाँ पे x है, उसका formula था n into x raised to n minus 1, n into x raised to n minus 1 into derivative of x is 1. Okay, but instead of x now we are going to write f of x. So tell me, the composite formula becomes derivative of f of x raised to n. So here the formula becomes n into f of x raised to n minus 1 into derivative of f of x also. Okay, you can also write the derivative of f of x as f dash x. F dash x means the derivative of f of x. The second formula, derivative of a raised to x. Now a raised to x, the derivative is a raised to x into log a, right? Again for composite, instead of x you keep f of x. So the formula becomes derivative of a raised to f of x. So answer will be a raised to f of x into log a into derivative of f of x. Clear? So learn the formulas this way. The third formula is derivative of e raised to x. Now derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. So the composite formula becomes derivative of e raised to f of x will be equal to e raised to f of x into derivative of f of x. The next formula was derivative of sin x. Now sin x का derivative cos x था, right? So derivative of sin f of x. Instead of x, you have to keep f of x. Sin f of x. तो उसका formula होगा cos f of x. Cos f of x into derivative of f of x. Cos f of x into derivative of f of x. Then derivative of cos x. Cos x का derivative was minus sin x. Cos x का derivative क्या था? Minus sin x. So इसका composite rule will be derivative of cos f of x. That will become minus sin f of x into derivative of f of x. Tan x का derivative sec square x. So what's the derivative of tan f of x? Tan f of x. That will be equal to sec square f of x into derivative of f of x. Clear? Sec square f of x into derivative f of x. Cot x का derivative was minus cosec square x. So the composite rule will be cot f of x will be equal to minus cosec square f of x into derivative of f of x. Sec x का derivative sec x into tan x. So derivative of sec f of x. Sec f of x will be sec f of x into tan f of x into derivative of f of x. Sec f of x into tan f of x into derivative of f of x. Clear? The next formula was cosec x. Cosec x का derivative was minus cosec x into cot x. Therefore इसका composite form will be derivative of cosec f of x. So the answer will be minus cosec f of x into cot f of x into derivative of f of x. Right? The next formula is log x. That's very, very, very important. You have a typical type that's called as logarithmic differentiation. Logarithmic differentiation. तो उसके लिए ये रूल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो डेरिवेटिव ऑफ log x 1 by x था, तो log f of x का डेरिवेटिव होगा 1 upon f of x into derivative of f of x into derivative of f of x. Clear? The next formula is 1 by x. 1 by x का डेरिवेटिव था minus 1 by x square. So here the composite rule will be 1 by f of x. The formula will be minus 1 by f of x the whole square into derivative of f of x. Root x का derivative. Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. This is also very important. Therefore derivative of root f of x. Root f of x will be equal to 1 upon 2 root f of x into derivative of f of x. 1 upon 2 root f of x into derivative of f of x. Clear? The next formula was derivative of x. The formula was derivative of x. Now derivative of x was 1, right? Now instead of x you put f of x, it's going to be 1 into f dash x. I mean 1 into derivative f of x. We don't write that rule in terms of composite function. The next formula is derivative of any constant. Constant का derivative was 0. यहाँ पे x है ही नहीं, right? The next formula was derivative of sine inverse x. Now what was the derivative of sine inverse x? It was 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. Now again you have the composite rule of this. So derivative of sine inverse f of x, that will be equal to 1 upon root of 1 minus f of x the whole square into derivative of f of x. Clear? Cos will be negative of this. So remember orally sin inverse का negative cos inverse था, तो आंसर में cos inverse f of x will be minus 1 upon root of 1 minus f of x the whole square into derivative of f of x. Clear? The next formula was derivative of tan inverse x. Tan inverse x. Tan inverse x का derivative था 1 upon 1 plus x square, right? So इसका composite rule will be derivative of tan inverse f of x. So here the formula will be 1 upon 1 plus f of x the whole square into derivative of f of x. Now sine inverse and tan inverse again very important in terms of sums. There are a lot of questions in inverse circular functions, differentiation of inverse functions. So these two formulas are very important. Cot inverse will be the negative of this. So derivative of cot inverse x is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. Derivative of cot inverse f of x will be minus 1 upon 1 plus f of x the whole square. Cot inverse होगा तो minus 1 upon 1 plus f of x the whole square into derivative of f of x. Clear? That's for the cot inverse x. तो orally याद रखो. The next formula was derivative of sec inverse x. The last formula was sec and cosec, right? So sec inverse x. Now sec inverse x, the derivative of 1 upon x into root of x square minus 1. 1 upon x into root of x square minus 1. So here the composite rule will be sec inverse f of x will be 1 upon f of x into root of f of x the whole square minus 1 into derivative of f of x. Clear? So सारे formulas में जहाँ पे x था अगर वहाँ पे f of x आया तो आंसर में भी x के जगह पे f of x रखना है and multiply by the derivative of f of x. Multiply by the derivative of f of x. So in general, now here I write the composite rule. So please understand this. If y is a function of u, u is a function of v, v is a function of w, and so on up to x, okay, any number of functions, then you want the derivative of y with respect to the last variable x. That's going to be dy by du into du by dv into dv by dw into derivative of next variable, and so on up to you get the derivative with respect to x. Is that clear? Finally, suppose your p is a function of x. So it's going to be derivative of p with respect to x. This is called the chain rule of derivatives. Okay. So this is what you called as chain rule. Now let's take a few examples so that you understand this concept very well. So suppose I take one example. So we take some numerical examples. Suppose you have y is equal to x square plus 7x minus 3 log x the whole raised to 13. And they say find dy by dx. So how do you solve this now? So here you got to check the function first. What is the basic function and what basic formula you apply here? So when you check this function, this is whole function raised to 13, right? The whole function raised to 13. So यहाँ पे basic form कौन सा use होगा? This is f of x raised to n. f of x raised to n. ये पूरा bracket f of x है और बाहर वाला number is some n, right? So you have to use the first formula. Now what's the derivative of x raised to n? X raised to n का formula was n into x raised to n minus 1, right? What's the derivative of f of x raised to n? So it's going to be n into f of x raised to n minus 1 into derivative of f of x भी आएगा. उसमें ये f of x है. Clear? So let's solve this. We'll be writing this as differentiating with respect to x. Okay? So you get dy by dx will be equal to वो पूरा bracket f of x. It's going to be 13 into f of x is the whole bracket raised to 13 minus 1 12 हो जाएगा into derivative of that bracket भी आएगा. So into derivative of the bracket is x square plus 7x minus 3 log x. Now take the derivative of the bracket also. So this becomes 13 times x square plus 7x minus 3 log x raised to 12 into वो bracket का derivative बताइए. Bracket का derivative will be 2x plus 7 into x का derivative is 1 तो 7 minus 3 into log x का derivative is 1 by x. That's your answer. So you have to multiply by the derivative till a function of x is obtained. So हम लोग ने derivative से multiply किया, these were all function in x, यहाँ पे वो खत्म. Clear? So here the formula was f of x raised to n. So every time you have to analyze and check what type of function is this. Let's take one more example. Suppose you have y is equals to cube root of, y is equals to cube root of. So I'll write y is equals to cube root of 3 tan x minus 4x cube plus 7 root x, the whole raised to 13. So tell me, how do you solve this now? The whole raised to 13. Now we write the power index form first. Nth root of a raised to m is always written as a raised to m by n. I hope you know this power index rule, right? So if I write the whole function in that form, my function becomes y is equals to, the bracket was 3 tan x minus 4x cube plus 7 root x, the whole raised to, क्या हो जाएगा बच्चे लोग, whole raised to 13/3 आएगा. Clear? Now check and tell me what type of function this again. This is f of x raised to n. So you differentiate and solve the sum there. Come on. So we write this as differentiating with respect to x. Please write the differentiating word full in your board exams. So that will become dy by dx will be equals to, differentiating we get dy by dx will be equals to 13/3 times the whole bracket. 13/3 into, the bracket was 3 tan x minus 4x cube plus 7 root x, f of x raised to n minus 1. The formula is n into f of x raised to n minus 1. So 13/3 minus 1. This is 13/3. Okay, it's 13/3 raised to, the whole f of x raised to 13/3 minus 1. So here you get 13/3 minus 1, right? So 13/3 minus 1 becomes 10/3. So you can directly write here 10/3. 10/3 into derivative of the bracket. You know? So you can write the derivative directly now into the derivative of the bracket. So 3 is a constant, tan x ka derivative will be 6 square x minus 4x cubed, that will be 12x square, plus 7 into root x ka derivative is 1/2 root x. 1/2 root x. That's the answer there. Clear? Let's take one more example. The third example is, suppose you have y is equals to sine cube 3x minus cos raised to 4x. How do you solve this? So if I write differentiating with respect to x, now basically imagine करना है ये वाला step. Sin cube 3x मतलब वो sin 3x का whole cube है, okay? और cos 4x का power 4 है यहाँ पे. So you have to think it this way, then only you'll be able to solve this question here. So if you differentiate this with respect to x, this will become what? Tell me. Dy by dx will be equal to the whole cube. So it's again f of x raised to n. So this becomes 3 times sine square 3x. Okay? Into derivative of sine 3x आएगा. Into derivative of the bracket. Into derivative of the bracket. So bracket में sine 3x है. तो sine 3x का derivative will be cos 3x. अभी ये x नहीं है, cos 3x है. So 3x का भी derivative आएगा into 3. Clear? Then minus sign. Second bracket का derivative बोलिए भाई. Second bracket is cos raised to 4x. The whole raised to 4. So the formula becomes what? 4 cos cube 4x into derivative of cos is minus sin 4x into derivative of 4x भी आएगा. Clear? So this 3 and this 3 becomes 9. This 4 and this 4 becomes 16, and minus into minus becomes plus. So your net answer becomes dy by dx. Therefore dy by dx will be equals to 3 into 3 becomes 9. So that's going to be 9 sine square 3x into cos 3x. Then minus into minus becomes plus. 4 into 4 is 16. So it's going to be 16 cos cube 4x into sine 4x. Fine. So you have to practice a good amount of questions. Let's practice some more questions in the next lecture. Thank you so much.